friends, Christy From Tiny Seeds here. Today I was setting up the Good and the Beautiful science units to use with my 6th grader this year. And I find that in our homeschool, science is the first thing to get kicked off the docket for the day if we have somewhere to be, if I'm not feeling well, if anything that goes wrong, we tend to ditch science. So I've tried to find a way to eliminate that problem for myself, and the way that I have found to help the most is to have everything ready, very open and go for me ahead of time. If I have to track down supplies every week or each lesson, I am just gonna put it off and procrastinate and not get to it. So here's the way that I have found to set up my science units so that everything is very friendly for me. This is what a Good and the Beautiful science unit looks like, freshly printed. What I do is I just take a 1-inch binder, laminating sheets, some sheet protector pouches, and that's basically all the supplies that I'm gonna need. The laminating is optional. That's just a bonus if you love to laminate like I do. I just take the title page of my unit, stick it in the front of that 1-inch binder, like so. Put a little title on the spine so that you can easily grab the one you're looking for. And I just put all the beginning paperwork like the table of contents and the read aloud information and supply lists and all of that. I stick it in the left-hand pocket of the binder. First thing I do is I go to the vocabulary cards and I laminate those. Now that's, like I said, just my preference. I find that they're more durable when we're taking them up and down off the wall. So this is totally up to you. If you want to laminate your vocabulary cards and cut them out, that would be the first step. Next, I take my sheet protectors and I start going through the unit by lesson. So I would take lesson 1 and I would gather all the papers from that lesson, put together the vocabulary cards that we're going to use in that lesson. The lesson tells you. And then I go through and see if there's anything I need to cut out and assemble, anything that can be done ahead of time. Stickers to be cut out, booklets to be assembled. I try to figure out as many steps as I can do ahead of time to save myself time later. So on this lesson, we just had some little game pieces that I would stick in there. We're gonna need a couple things here that I've put a note for myself to grab. And you'll see I have an extra note down here that next lesson, I'm gonna need these items from the grocery store if I don't have them already. So I put them on my lesson prior to remind myself to put them on my grocery list that week, and then I will have them for the next lesson. So you just go through each lesson like that. In this second lesson, we've got a really simple experiment, and these may be really easy things for you to grab, but when the time comes, you are gonna be so thrilled if you already have them in your lesson and all you have to do is start. So I grab whatever I can for any experiments ahead of time and put them in there with everything else. My vocab cards, the stickers, the games we're gonna play, the booklets. If I can fit, I'll put the read aloud that we're gonna do on that lesson in there. All of it goes in the sheet protector, and you just start filing these. Lesson 1, lesson 2. Keep going, pretty self-explanatory. You can figure out what you need to do. The Good and the Beautiful science units are a little labor intensive to put together for mom, but the content is so beautiful that you will not regret it when it comes time to do the lessons with your kids. When you're done with all the lessons, you'll have this beautifully assembled unit that is completely ready for you to open and get going. And you will be so excited, and you will be patting yourself on the back for doing all that work ahead of time. And another little tip, at the end of the year when we've finished our units, I take the whole unit out of the binder. I transfer it into something like this. That way it's kept for future children if you want to use this unit again, or you can resell this to someone all ready for them, which is huge, or you can gift this to a friend. And that way you can just keep reusing your binders every year. You don't have to keep buying more. So I hope that was helpful. Again, kind of common sense, but sometimes it helps to hear what someone else does. Hopefully this will help you in preparing your science units with the good and the beautiful. Have a good day, guys.